Your intuition is talking and you need to listen. This is your reading for Friday, May 30th. Yeah, you're receiving downloads. The universe is sending you messages. Six of Pentacles. It's about something that's important to you. Something that you've been asking about, maybe even praying about. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. One more. I just want to. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. Collective, this is, it's about something that's being kept from you. Because every time I try to figure out what this is about, it's like it gets cut off. And the only way to reach it is through your intuition, through your crown chakra, whatever you want to call it. That's the way you reach it first, is through the 5D. That's where it's given to you in equal measure here with the Six of Pentacles. Let me keep going before I talk more. Three of Swords in reverse. That's where you'll find the completeness of this, is when you really listen to that intuition and take it in and embody it, because it's like I feel you reaching for it. You're reaching for something and you're wondering why it isn't there outside of you, but it's because it's up inside of you. It comes from the divine first before it like materializes within you. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like this is something that's very important to you and you've been trying to get this thing for a while. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, there was something about when you gave up efforting and like putting in energy in a way that wasn't serving this manifestation. That's when the first signs of it start coming to you, is through your intuition. So it's really important for you to not disregard these earlier signals, because that's the way it's going to reach you first. So take in the miracle that it is and recognize it for the first stages of manifesting that it is. It's important to like acknowledge and thank the universe like along the way for like the early stages, because that's what brings more of it in. We have the Ten of Wands here. So yes, there's something around releasing the wrong type of effort. Not wrong as in bad, but wrong as in, again, not serving you in attaining what you want. Yeah, just the releasing of work that isn't meant to be your work. Like you're trying to do the work of God, and this is something that only God can handle. That's why it feels so hard to accomplish, because those aren't your tasks to complete. anything that feels like way too much effort or way too overwhelming, or like, how am I ever going to do this? That's a sign that it's God's job. That's God's part. Your part is to listen and take instruction, and take like those inspired next steps. Yes, exactly. The Knight of Cups. Your feelings are very important here. You feeling good is important. It's important because that's what keeps the channels open for God to send you messages. We have the Devil in reverse on the bottom. I'm not going to take it, but I think it's worth noting that the devil in this instance are these limiting beliefs where you feel like you have to do everything alone and you have to do it all by yourself. Like, if I want to get it done right, I have to do it myself. And that's just simply not the truth. Like, letting God in will speed things up. And with this High Priestess and this Knight of Cups, you're getting these intuitive nudges, and you're getting these guiding emotions. The next step now is to listen to them and act on those instead. And before I keep going, can I have one more on the High Priestess, please? What are these downloads about? Yeah, the Four of Wands. So you may be receiving visions, inspirations, ideas towards or about your dreams actualizing. And they may not seem connected at first. You may think, like, what does this have to do with what I want? Like, the correlation isn't readily apparent when you receive the messages. Act on them anyway. Just go with it, at least for the first few times. And then if it doesn't work, try again. But try it just once or twice, and maybe like see what happens. Because who knows where this will lead you. Even if it's just like basking in a daydream about what you want, like, that'll serve you a lot more than efforting in the wrong place. I know that was kind of leading into advice, but I felt called to say it. I know that was more just like a clarifier about what the intuitive nudges were about. But universe, could we have a couple cards of advice, please? Yeah, the Magician in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, again, there's a message about putting your energy in a place that serves you more. Um, it's almost like I'm picturing like banks on a river, and um, the universe is carving out these banks to kind of guide you to what you want, and you're bumping up against them um, with resistance. And you're like, why is this bank here? And it's like, because they're trying to guide you to what port you need to go to. um, and it's kind of like, once you get on the same page as the universe, um, like on the same team, that's when things really will start flowing. um, One more, please, for advice. The World in reverse. So, again, there's a message to go in, listen to those nudges, act on them. They're going to seem super simple and small at first, but it's because you're reeling your energy back into you before the next inspired action steps appear. in like actionable 3D steps, right? But there's kind of got to be like a reeling in of what has already occurred, and then a rebuilding towards what you want. But again, that's the universe's part. So the advice cards, all of them being in reverse, all of these like strong manifestation cards, like um they're all major arcana cards, all of them in reverse. That's telling me that you've expended a lot of energy out, and the universe is asking you to reel it like back in and let them handle their part. Let God handle God's part. So, this is your reading. I'll leave it here. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.